Hello and welcome to another tournament episode. Today I'll be playing with Changerbots G.I.Gerald against Polynesian Voyagers Samurai, seed 15 against seed 18, and the bases are Sakura Garden, Neutral Space, and the Saloon. Usually I start with the highest seed, but I accidentally started with the lowest seed this game. But since the seeds are so close to each other, I don't really mind. So G.I.Gerald Changerbots are going to play Maybelline with a power counter, and then play another Maybelline on another base by playing Shellback to copy the Maybelline that was already in play to play an extra power 2 minion. And then we'll just draw 2 and pass turn. So it's interesting that all 3 bases have a 3-2-1 victory point spread. So I'm not sure what base to focus on right now. I think Polynesian Samurai just want to spread out. They already got Unity of the Tribes in hand, which makes them want to spread out even more. Okay, so since we have 2 copies of Change It to a Gun in hand, I'm going to put more power on the Saloon, hoping that our opponents will play minions there, and then we can destroy them with Change It to a Gun. We already use 1 copy of them to destroy Moai. Alright, so there's not really a good action for us to play still, but we can play Ronin. Definitely on the Saloon, because we don't want to miss out on victory points. Changerbots G.I.Gerald can already play their Titan for 3 more power. But unfortunately, Ronin, after the rebalances, now is out of range for Change It to a Gun. We can play Leader 2 to score the Saloon, but I'd like our opponent to waste a little bit more power than this for a 3-2-1 VP spread. So instead I'm going to play Solar Shout on Sakura Garden as a kind of engine. I think that will be very useful with so many fusions in our deck. Back to Polynesian Samurai. We'll play Growth of the Tribes to play Moai. Actually, let's play her on Sakura Garden, and then Samurai Chen on Neutral Space. And then draw 2. Okay. So now I might want to score the Saloon. We didn't really have a chance to destroy our opponent's minion with Change It to a Gun and then draw a card. So before our opponent scores the base before us, we might do it. We might want to do it ourselves. But last turn we had to waste Leader 2 to score the base, but this turn we can just play him on Neutral Space and use the talent for 2 power. And then after we use Solar Shout for another action and play for Merticon, we can actually score the Saloon without wasting Leader 2. This definitely feels more efficient than what we could have done last turn. And it's also one of the very rare occasions that I did not play my Titan Merticon with the intention to directly score the base. Okay, so G.I.Gerald Changerbots are taking the early lead. And Samurai Polynesian Voyagers are still desperately waiting for an action they can actually play. New base is Woodland Cottage. Probably the base we are focusing on right now. It has a very nice ability and Also a nice VP spread. So there's another Ronin. And we can search the deck for a minion. Let's search for Tiki. And then let's hope we draw an action we actually want to play. Ocean Tattoo is very nice. Alright, so we have one of our best minions from G.I.Gerald, so that's can do. We will use the base ability to search for Key Lift. And then play him with Can Do's ability. And then we can move leader 2 and we can actually score the base already. This is very nice base to use leader 2 on, I think. It has a better VP spread and we also prevent our opponents from using the base ability more. And with our extra action from Solar Shout, we can also destroy Moai with Change into a Gun. We don't want any other minions on Sakura Garden, we just want Solar Shout hanging out for as long as possible there. And then we score Woodland Cottage. We get a new base. G.I.Gerald space. We draw 2 and pass turn. Alright, I guess we can finally play an action this turn. Let's first play Tiki on G.I.Gerald's base. This base also gives some draw. And then Ocean Tattoo on Tiki, moving him to Sakura Garden. Trying to create a very powerful mobile minion. I've said it before, I really like Ocean Tattoo. Polynesian Voyagers are very good at spreading out, but they struggle with gathering all at one base and score it. And Ocean Tattoo is one of the few ways to actually move a minion to a base where you already have presence. We'll draw 2 with Dice Ninja, and then play Viscount. And I definitely don't mind losing Flatterizer. Then we just draw 2 and pass turn. Alright. So it's time to use Ocean Tattoo again for a power counter. And then play a Bushi on Sakura Garden. And let's place a power counter on him, so its ability will trigger once he goes to the discard pile. It's kind of hard for me to decide what base to score with them. Sakura Garden is nice to get rid of Solar Shout, but G.I.Gerald's space of course has the better VP spread. Let's play Huffy. Draw a card with the base. Place the other Huffy on the bottom. And then I think I actually want to score G.I.Gerald's base right now. If we play Now You Know Home Safety, to play a minion and use the action ability as well. And then Moat. He can give 4 power to Viscount, and Viscount will also get 2 power from its own ability, so that's a total of 6 power. And that's already enough to score the base. And then we still have our extra action from Solar Shout, so we'll play the touch, because then I don't have to waste Huffy. I think it's better for us to have as many minions in play as possible, also to make it easier to get access to our Titan. So yeah, I'd rather waste this action than Huffy. And then the score is 11 against 6. And I'm still kind of hopeful for Samurai Polynesians to get back from this 5 victory point deficit. Because I think both bushes might still trigger this game. And then there are also 2 copies of Sun Tattoo. If we draw them soon enough, they might be still effective. We also have Storyteller's Hut, so that's 2 actions a turn. We'll use our first action to play Unity of the Tribes, and then also Way of the Warrior, and this way we can finally score Sakura Garden and get rid of Solar Shout, who has been hanging around for way too long, if you ask me. Then we will get 4 victory points because of Bushi. But this also brings G.I.Gerald Changerbots to 13 victory points, which means they will just try to score neutral space because they don't care whether they get second or first place there. For now, we'll draw 4 cards, 2 for the end of our turn, 1 for the base, and 1 for Way of the Warrior. And then G.I.Gerald Changerbots will also draw a card from Sakura Garden. Okay, so as I said, we just want to score neutral space. We'll play Bruiser with Matrix of Bosiness, and then draw 2. Polynesian Samurai don't really have the cards to slow their opponent down. The only option might be Yokai attack to get rid of Samurai Chen, so we might draw it. But we didn't. In that case, we'll use our second action from Storyteller's Hut for Shark Tattoo. Yeah, I think Samurai Polynesian Voyagers are kind of lost now. They finally drew one of their cards to increase the amount of bases in the game, but it's too late now. If we would have drawn that earlier, I would have definitely played it. And then we're back at Changerbots G.I.Gerald. We can play Mergicon for 3 power, and then activate Bruiser. Play another Bruiser. I don't think we have enough to solo score if we use Obstruction to get rid of Samurai Chen. No, if we play Bruiser, we'll get to 17. Just not enough to solo score, which means we need Samurai Chen. But it doesn't matter, we'll still win the game just with 16 against 12 victory points. They finally drew into Sun Tattoo, but of course it doesn't matter. I think Samurai Polynesian Voyagers are a lot more dependent on certain key cards. Alright, so Changerbots G.I.Gerald will go on to round 2, and next episode will be Frozen Minions of Cthulhu against Disco Dancer Fairies, which will also be the last game for round 1. After that, we will proceed with the 16 remaining combos. As always, thanks for watching and hopefully see you next episode. Goodbye.